Step 0. Find a consensual conversation partner. For many people, this is the hardest step, especially if your only social experience is talking over a PowerPoint presentation filled with MS Paint drawings. So if you don't want to be a psycho who just walks up to random people to start chatting them up, what you can do is make an effort to stand out. This way, other people have an easy topic to start a conversation with. So one easy way to stand out is to dress to impress. You can start off with some fancy makeup, maybe get some brightly colored clothing, and a nice wig to top it all off, and people will definitely notice you. Another trick is to walk around with a little animal. The more wild the better, so don't get a cat cause that's boring. Instead get a caracal. Instead of a hamster, get a capybara, and instead of a dog, get a chihuahua. So now you got people coming up to talk to you. You can move on to step 1, small talk. You can't just jump straight into the deep end and start asking them about their opinions on the typing rebellion. You gotta smooth the waters first and show that you're definitely another normal. To do this, you need to follow the small talk social conventions. For example, if someone says, "How was your day?" you can only really respond with "good" or "at worst, okay." Or if someone says, "What's up, dog?" you gotta hit them with a "nothing much." So I know most people would say, "I don't really like small talk, it's kinda boring." And that's probably because during small talk you talk about your life, so small talk will basically be about as interesting as your life is. So, very boring. But as you small talk, you can start asking more open-ended and ambiguous questions to lead to some more interesting topics. For example, "What did you do over the weekend?" "Oh, I went to Costco." "Oh, well, how do you like Costco?" From here, you can kinda explore an entire range of topics related to Costco, like the cheap hot dogs, the cheap chicken, and the cheap customers, leading to step 2, open dialogue. So now you're knee deep in a topic and you can start giving some actual opinions. So a couple pointers here. First, conversations are like threads, so each topic will oftentimes have an opening or thread that you can pull to lead to tangential topics. So if you spot them, you can pretty easily navigate the discussion to any place you find more interesting. For example, a discussion about Costco could lead to a discussion about prices in stores in general, leading to a discussion on inflation and the overall economy, leading to a discussion on the 1750 Chinese silver inflation crisis, leading to the typing rebellion. Another pointer is to note the subtext. Basically, whenever you say something, there will usually be a hidden implication that you don't literally say but hitches a ride with your words. For example, if you say,
"Women belong in the kitchen,"
most people are gonna assume a bunch of things about you, like you're a misogynist, you're a virgin, you had mommy issues growing up, you're bigoted, when in reality, you're just trying to spread the joy of cooking. So now you're off to the races. You can talk about pretty much whatever you want and bounce interesting ideas off another person. But eventually, there comes a time for step 3, end a conversation. To be honest, this is probably harder than step 0. I think what's pretty typical is to suddenly mid-conversation go, "Oh jeepers, look at the time, I gotta go return some videotapes." Personally though, I don't really like ending the convo so suddenly. Sometimes you want something more, For example, one time I was deep in a conversation with a girl and she went, "Oh man, look at the time, I'd sure like to go back to my place and do something real fun," and then winked at me. And right then and there, I realized she had just given me the perfect opportunity. So I said, "Yeah, I'd also like to go back to my place," then went home. Did you see that sick setup for a nice transition? Which leads me to step 4, aftermath. Afterwards, at home, reflecting back, you will usually have one of two thoughts. Wow, it was really nice meeting someone and having an interesting conversation and then connecting with them on a deeper level. Or 2, holy shit, that was so cringe. So now that you've cringed, you'll probably start thinking, how can I possibly go out there again? What if other people think I'm super cringe? You don't have to worry about that though, because nobody thinks about you. So really, the only way to get over the cringe is by going out there with your chihuahua and talking to people about the story of how Jesus Christ's Chinese brother rose to fame to start a small rebellion killing 30 million people during the Qing dynasty.